Set the body and the presence of mind to speak up for you. Let there be light.
Hey everybody, I am Matt Hill. I'm a night fire specialist.
This is Hill and Lavin with Mertz Manufacturing. Who do we got with us today?
Well, we got Bobby Atkins with iTankData.
Bobby Atkins, thank you for being here with Ken and I. We are at the Permian Basin International Oil and Gas Show here in Odessa, Texas, the networking mecca of the industry right now.
Oh, yeah.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. I think 1 million people are going to walk through there over the course of 3 days.
And thank you, Wireline, for us being in that 1 million people that are coming here. So Wireline Group, privateers, thank you so
Stacy
much.
Jones dragging us into this deal with Mind's Eye. It's a lot of fun. We're fortunate to be able to highlight our friends and find out about them. So if you wouldn't mind, Bobby, tell us all about yourself. How'd you get in oil and gas?
Yeah,
what have you been doing?
Start?
Well, I actually grew up in West Texas. So if you grew up in West Texas, you're around oil and gas and cattle. And so a lot of oil and gas. So I grew up in working in oilfield supply stores, working with mud loggers, drilling oil and gas wells out on the wells, and then gradually got into a few things like mineral royalty interest. But something intrigued us now is how to use technology in the industry today.
That's right.
Yeah.
Moving our industry forward.
That's it.
Is that what the new company is? It's the iTankData. I like the name, iTankData. What all does iTankData do?
Well, at iTankData.com, what we do is we help the industry monitor their fluids in tanks.
Okay.
And so it can
There's
be
a lot
fluid.
of tanks out there.
Chemical tanks, water tanks, oil tanks, diesel tanks, and it's all for about $1 a day.
That's
And
not
the
bad.
reason is, it's awesome because technology's changed. You can take advantage of the cost factors.
Mm-hmm.
So CFOs love us.
Yeah.
The field loves us because it helps them be more efficient. And so when you start to put the management teams and the field teams, everybody together, they say, well, we should be doing this. And so we've been excited to see that they're catching on to it.
I know, and I love what you mentioned. I don't know if y'all caught that. Multiple tanks, not just your production tanks, any kind of tanks.
Any tank. And SCADA is so expensive that chemical tanks could never actually be monitored.
Okay.
But now chemical tanks can be monitored, and you might have 10 to 15% of your daily well dosage of chemicals not going down the hole. So if you're suffering from tubing leaks, rod parts, rod pump failure, there's a good chance the chemicals are off, especially with corrosive salt water, water floods, and all things that are going on. This can monitor that, and everyone can see it 24/7. So it's on your cell phone or it's on your portal, and it makes it real easy. For $20 a month, you can see every tank.
Is the
Wow.
technology you're using proprietary as where you could actually tell us just a little bit about how it works?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. So, in essence, what we have is a cell phone on top of the tank with a line leader and then a transducer down the bottom, and it has a bladder on it to measure the fluid weight. And the math calculates where the fluid level would be based upon the size of the tank, type of tank, and that's what reports in.
Okay.
So to buy the actual cell phone, if you will, and we can also use sat phones if it's very remote, but we're all over West Texas with our cell phones too. That right there was $575 for a one-time fee, which is
It's a
half the
very
price.
small investment for
tiny.
that equipment.
Exactly right.
Oh.
In fact, even at $20 a month to get the data, if you drive there one time, you spent more money
All the
driving
way,
once. And most of the industry right now has to eyeball it. And that's
Absolutely.
the only way that they know what's in their tank. But now for this
Changes. I mean, that changes
That's
everything.
huge.
complete game changer.
That is a game changer.
It's quickly blown into 18 states, then from chemical companies to operators of water and oil and diesel companies, even trucking companies, because now they're not having to stick the tank, whether it's cold or hot. They can just look on their phone and say, oh yeah, we're looking good, or we need to order some more in. And there's even monitors. So if you're going to overflow a tank, or if it drains to a certain point, it will text or email you to come out there and either haul the load or fill it up.
No, where are y'all guys located? I mean, so what regions do you cover with this technology? I mean,
Anywhere in the country, you're all completely U.S. land.
Yes,
That's great.
U.S. land.
We're even looking at some of the stuff in the Middle East with some of the other cell phone connections there. So
Middle
we can go
East,
worldwide.
check it out.
But primarily, it's here in the United States, and especially around the oil and gas industry states.
Wow.
This innovation is what drives our industry. The automation and the technology to eliminate people having to go out there. Right now, it's not easy to find people to go to work anyway.
No.
So putting people in trucks to go check tanks is like one more thing you can automate now.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
We've even built
Less money,
Safety.
less people, more safe, and savings. Oh my
savings.
gosh.
We've even built this. We call it the ROI indicator. And so maybe we can put that at the bottom of the link where people can click through.
ROI indicator off of your
Return
social media.
on investment.
Bingo. We got to have that. We got to have the
Gotta
return on
have
investment.
Yeah.
And so with this link, you can go in and just pop in your own work, whether you're repairing a well or whatever, however you're maintaining it in the unit, and it'll tell you how many days it takes to receive 100% of your money back.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
So-
Well, there you go. You've already got the stats and the data and that link.
And it's their own information, so they can plug in what they want to figure out it'll take 30 days, 365 days, 180 days. But then they'll know that when I spend this $575, I just made 100% on my money, and thereafter. So
thereafter. Well, and you start going down that rabbit hole of how much money you're saving them. I mean, it's mind-bending, really.
It really is.
Over the course of that tank battery. Wow.
Massive note. Well, how can they get in touch with you?
Yeah, what's your website?
Sure. Phone number at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, the easiest way is iTankData.com, and that has our links on there, and that'll be in touch with our sales team and someone that can return the call, catch an email, and get right back with everyone. And of course, we're pleased to do that, and these are going out all over the place, so we're excited to take calls night and day. And then if we're sleeping, we'll get back with everyone.
Are you guys going out to do the service on those, that equipment? I mean, all service, all equipment fails at one point or another. So they take care of it, or you guys come out and replace it?
But we can if they want us to. What's funny is it's easy enough that when you drop these in, there's not an installation fee. So if you're running with SCADA or if you're running with these other types of systems, even the cheaper ones might run $2,000 for installation. It'll vary just depending on where you are, which state. But there's an installation fee. Ours doesn't even require an installation fee because it's easy enough. You just pop it in the tank. There's a 1-800 number to call. You can give us the serial number. We calibrate it, and it's going.
No.
Is that easy?
Yeah.
So,
pop, lock, and drop it. I mean, literally.
For people that aren't really in technology, it'll scramble their brain.
I'm scrambling. I'm like, man, this is great.
It's simple.
This,
well, then they say,
simple usually doesn't happen in oil fields, so I like this. Yeah.
Because it's scrambled, and then they say, well, that's it?
That's it.
And then after they've used it for a week or 2 or 3, they'll say, this stuff actually works.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah, it actually works.
There you go.
Okay.
Call Bobby, get a hold of him, and get equipment that actually works at iTankData. Right.
That's it.
Guys, hey, thank you for being here. Thank you for being on the show, being our victim.
Thank you.
I love it.
Thank you very much.
That's it. Reach out to Bobby. Take care. God bless.
Let the world judge, 'cause they don't see 5,000 candles, 5,000 candles burning bright on the light you could handle, 5,000 candles sit right night, 5,000 candles, 5,000 candles burning bright on the light you could handle.